We got to the school the morning of the picnic, and the bus was there, and all the children piled into the bus, and the 8 of us stood there very uncertainly, not knowing what we should do. And we eventually, when all the other kids were sitting in the bus, we were eventually allowed to sit in the last rows, reminiscent of what was going on in America in the South. And we got to wherever we were going in the forest outside of Berlin. And the kids all piled out, and we came out slowly and a little bit scared. And they all chose sides for the first games, and we were not chosen. And we, the 8 of us, sat on a little clump, a little hilly rise in the forest, and we sat huddled together, watching the other kids have a great time. And Frau Dr. Neumann was famous all through school for serving up a fabulous lunch. And when the time came for lunch to break, she blew a whistle, and all the kids came running from all sides from their games. And we were not allowed, we were not given a piece of bread. We were not given a sip of water. We sat on that little clump all through the lunch period for an hour while the girls joked and laughed and had a wonderful time and stuffed themselves. And some of the Jewish girls started to cry, and my girlfriend and I, who were the strong ones, kept poking them and saying, "Don't you dare." And then came the afternoon, and again they were off on their games, and we sat there. And the way home was the same thing. We sat in the back of the bus. And by the time I got home, by the time we were allowed to escape from that bus after the ride back to the school, I ran home. I never looked at any of my friends, any of the other kids. I ran home, and the flood of tears didn't come until I threw myself into my mother's lap. And my mother put me to bed. And, God, this is ridiculous, but after all these years, Helena, who was that marvel that my mother had found, made some hot chocolate for me. And I slept for like 14 hours. And the next morning I woke up, and Helena hadn't wakened me, and I had to be awakened every single morning 3 times. I liked to sleep even then. And I got up, and I was scared to death. My God, I was late. And my mother came into the room immediately when she heard that I was up. And Helene immediately came with my hot chocolate. And I said, Mutti, ich bin spät, it's late, I'm, what's going to happen to me? And she said, don't worry, you're not ever going to set foot in that school again.